Hello everyone and welcome to VRL Racing League. We're here for pre-season and 100% race here at Spa. I have two commentators alongside me. I have Theo and today Tommy. Say hi.
Hello.
Lovely. Oh, Tommy, you're so quiet, man. Why have you gone really quiet? No.
Oi, oi, oi.
Oh, there we go. That's way better.
Yeah.
So we have short quali here of 16 drivers. Hopefully, maybe a few more will join us soon.
Yeah.
And we have an AlphaTauri out first. He's going to be the first person to set a lap. How many laps is a 100% race? Just out of curiosity. I'm not even sure how many it is around Spa.
I think it's around 44 on Spa.
Oh yeah, 22 is 50%. Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
we're going to be here for a long time. So grab some popcorn. Let's go. Let's do this. Oh.
At least the quali is only one short session of 18 minutes, so...
Oh yeah, that would be full quality. I'd be falling asleep at my chair by the time the race is 50% done, honestly. So I've never commentated in this league before, so I have no idea what to expect from any of the drivers. Do either of you have anything to say about any of these people?
Well, probably some people who are going to be very fast are Light Zolta, Jack, SCFC, and Axel. They are normally the three who, run at the front in Tier 1.
Oh, nice. So look out to them for the podium then.
Yeah, and there are some other drivers who can definitely do a lot of good stuff, like Alu or Prism, to name a few. But there are also a couple of Tier 2 drivers in, and I truly do not know what to expect from them.
That'll be interesting.
Yeah, as it's a preseason race, we have Tier 2 drivers as well, so...
Yep.
That'll be interesting to see how well they match up to any of the Tier 1 drivers at all. Interesting to see. Well, I get to see some of my competition as well. That'll be interesting.
Yep. People are slowly beginning their quali laps.
Yeah.
Webbiston was the first one to do so on the mediums.
Yeah, on the mediums. He's on the softs for me.
Really?
Yeah, he's on the softs for me. What?
Interesting.
Oh, good start. Good start to the
Yeah.
game. The game's coming through clutch with a brilliant start to the lobby.
Did you expect anything else from Codemasters?
No, not really. There's a Mercedes spun off of no name there. Webbiston coming now to the end of Sector 2. See what kind of time he's setting. Hopefully the Williams doesn't hold him up. There, gets out of the way. Eventually. Into the fast section of Sector 3 now. Wow, he's purple in Sector 2. Who would have thought? Wow, what a rapid driver, honestly. Built different.
Quicker than everyone else.
Who would have thunk it?
Yeah, this is gonna be an unreal lap, definitely.
Yeah, Webbiston now.
Such a talented driver.
Into the bus stop chicane. Gonna try and park the bus on this qualifying and get that pole position across the line. So 1:45.8 blistering lap time. And then Alex immediately goes faster by nearly 2 seconds with a 1:44.0. Who's next across the line? It's going to be, I believe it's now Bean. They're just starting their laps though. Maybe, no, Axel's just starting his lap. And so is Alu, so it might be a McLaren actually.
Yeah, gonna be Davido S.
Okay, they're on the mediums though, so it'll be interesting to see what kind of time they put in. Will they go faster than any of the soft tyre runners? Yes, they do. They go faster than Webbiston. 1:44.7. Not a bad lap on the medium tyres.
If you put your camera on Webbiston, does he also have softs or?
Yeah, he does have softs. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, he has softs. Yeah, that's what I mean. I don't even have the tyre detail up. I get it up, yeah, and he's still on the softs. Noxie's on the softs as well. Wheezy's just come across with a 2:06 on the softs. Hatchet.
For me, Noxie, Davidoas, and Webbiston are all mediums, and then Wheezy is on softs.
What? Yeah, for me, Alu's the only other one out on track on the mediums. As there's a... Who's about to come across the line here? Theo's spun. That's unfortunate, man. And another McLaren in the top 3. 1:43.9. First person to dip below the 1:44s as they get out of the way of the drifting Aston Martin there. That was quite impressive. As an AlphaTauri is about to go across the line. And
Starting his lap.
yeah, starting this lap. Interesting. So many drivers. 17 now.
Webison might improve. No, he won't.
It's a Red Bull.
Oh yeah, he did by half a second.
Oh, that's good. Doesn't improve on time, but half a second, that's quite a lot. As Jack goes faster with 1:43.1. The time disparity is ridiculous. But we're looking at Axel now as he comes through the bus stop chicane. Where can he go? Can he go faster than Jack?
His brand new teammate there. He looked quite pacey through sector 2.
And he's faster. Only slightly though. So we might have a saucy Red Bull battle. 1-2 by what, 7 hundredths of a second?
We haven't seen a proper like teammate battle at the front in quite a while in this league.
As the Aston Martin, who I said was drifting earlier impressively, has unfortunately not managed to hold this drift, and was nearly in the wall there. And we have a Haas about to come across the line. Oh no, to start his lap, and then we have someone else in the wall. Interesting, not really sure what's going on there. We have a Merc on the outlap, and we have the Aston who spun, unfortunately. They're just going on for another lap soon, and the other AlphaTauri has invalidated his lap.
I think the Aston might be boxing because his ERS level is all the way down.
That's not fun.
Yeah.
Stan's invalidated his lap. And Hatchet's on their outlap. And we have Rexy. They're on a flyer. Just in sector 2. See what they can do in the Haas. P3 last season in the Constructors. Can they do better this season? Who knows? I definitely don't.
In all fairness, Haas, mainly carried by their #1 driver Axel, was in the championship battle and was actually in P1 right up until the second to last race, because unfortunately he had to miss those.
Oh, that's really unfortunate.
Showed a lot of pace that season, had by far the most wins of any driver.
Wow, that's very impressive. Unfortunately, that's what's not so impressive is the Haas has invalidated their lap time. So that's unfortunate. So we look to the Mercedes of Prism. They have not invalidated their lap time yet. They're just coming through the end of sector 2 now. Fortunately, I've learnt not to comment on the purple sector times because they're normally glitched. Like, someone will get a purple sector 2 and be like 5 seconds off the pace. It's just like, come on. But he's getting a nice tow from his teammate here. Some teammate gameplay. Fair play. Hopefully he gets out the way in time for his teammate. Yeah, he does. He stays out the way. Just about in time. A little bit on the curb there. Let's see what kind of time he can do with that beautiful tow. Comes across the line. 1:44.0. Only slightly faster than his teammate who just helped him with that tow there. Nearly into the 1:46.
I have to say, P1 and 2 so close, and then P3, 4, 5, and 6 also very close as of now.
Yeah, all in the 1:44.0s. Then it's just the mistake in the McLaren just chilling in P3. Stan goes 1:45.3.0 as well.
I mainly see people on outlaps or invalidated laps.
Yeah.
I think Alu is on a hot lap. Yeah, he is.
So to Alu then. They're back out on the mediums, 3/10 up though. Maybe looking to go in front of another soft tyre runner. Split the two Mercedes potentially. Through the bus stop chicane. Ooh. Nicely controlled there, to be fair. Across the line.
Still improved.
Gained 4/10, but not quite enough to go into P6. Not quite enough to improve on position. As we look now to Theo, who is just chilling in sector 2. Hopefully he's not chilling actually, because he's on a flying lap in the Williams. He better make us proud. Oh, he's got onto the curb a little bit there. Doesn't spin though. Holds it nicely. Nicely through there as well. Most improved driver of the season in Season 4. Can he improve more into Season 5?
Oh,
wait, see.
I didn't even notice. Hatchet went to P3.
Oh, blimey. 1:43.2. Very close to the top 2 there. Good lap.
Yep.
Good lap. Theo now. He's just coming up to the bus stop section. What kind of time is he about to do? It's been a quite clean lap for the Williams. Comes across the line. 1:43.4. That's a great lap. Up to P4 there. We look now to the Aston Martin of Light Zolta. Still yet to set a lap. With 6 minutes left of this session. Really needs to get one in. Because the outlap is so long on this track. Full carousel there.
I think, but in a little bit, our grid should expand to 19 drivers because
That'd be
we
quite
have
cool.
19. Yeah, there we go.
Lovely. Almost a full grid. Almost. For a 100%
Yeah,
race, that's
almost.
really impressive. I am impressed.
I,
And at such
yeah,
short
me
notice
too.
as well. Like, fair play. Fair play to everyone driving here. I respect it.
yeah, just commitment to doing something fun in the league while there's no actual race for a week.
And after our the season 5 announcement trailer was top tier, by the way. It was so good. If you haven't seen it yet, check it out on the YouTube channel or Virtual Racing League.
Yeah.
Absolute top
Ooh,
quality. Yeah,
so
Zolta goes fastest. 1:42.5. What a lap! 6/10 faster than Axel and Jack. We've got an
That is
esports
a
driver in the
stunning
lobby.
lap.
What the hell?
Yeah.
I was just chilling, watching them, watching car number 5. We've got Sebastian Vettel in the lobby. What is going on here?
He smashed all sector times of the previous number 1 lap time.
That's ridiculous. What esports driver has invaded this league? Who is it, please?
It is last season's champion.
Oh, of course. Fair enough. Fair enough.
Yeah, very pacey and quali, basically always. I think he might have either the most or almost the most poles last season.
That's impressive. We looked at the Haas though. Something not as impressive. I can't lie. The car, the Haas 2021 car, the livery just isn't it. Their new livery's a lot nicer. So I'm glad.
I agree.
Yeah, a lot nicer.
But he will put down a lap time.
He will. Yeah, he hasn't been validated. So across the line, what kind of time is he going to do? 1:45.0. Look how close it is between him and Stan. Very close.
Basically,
Tio's
all
actually
of
gone
it is
faster.
so
Tio is
close.
P2.
Ooh.
Yeah, Tio's gone faster than Axel and Jack. Out of nowhere, the Williams driver. Only marginally. So we look to Jack. Is Jack improving? Jack is improving. He's up in Sector 1 by 0.04 of a second.
Can he
Oh
validate?
no!
Ooh.
Commentator's curse has come through. And Jack's
Yep.
unfortunately invalidated. He's going to have to save those tyres and save that fuel to go again for another lap because he does not have enough time to box and go again. I don't think so anyway. It's because it'll be cutting it. It'll be cutting it fine. That's for sure.
Axel about to start his lap.
He is. Yeah. Let's have a look.
Yeah.
Can he try and challenge Zolta there, who's in P1? He has a bit of traffic in front of him. Hopefully they get nicely out of the way. They come on board with the Red Bull driver. Yeah, there they are, getting out of the way. Respect to them. Up for a Rouge and Raskas.
I have to say,
Radion.
normally this game, yeah, it provides some questionable angles when you're not on
Oh,
the
it
halo
really
cam.
does. Yeah, that's why I switched
But-
to the Halo cam for this run.
Yeah, but on this track, on some corners, especially Eau Rouge Radion, it just looks stunning. You can see them flying up the hill.
Definitely agree. As Axel got all out of shape and nearly spun it into the wall. Actually, is in the wall. Hit the wall there. Hit the wall twice and has invalidated his laps. That's so unfortunate. I can feel those tires screaming, man.
His car looked very oversteery.
It was, yeah.
All sector 1.
Yeah.
He actually hit the wall on both sides of the track in a matter of 2 seconds.
What is this, racing or ping pong, man? Come on, honestly.
Yeah,
Davido's
nice one.
yeah, thanks, man. Davido's up by 1/10 on his lap. He's onto the softs instead of the mediums, though. So he's definitely looking to improve that qualifying position. There's only 2.5 minutes left of this session. There's still people
Webster
yet to set a
now.
lap.
Webison improved a little bit, but it doesn't get him any positions. He's just driving around on those tires.
Fair enough.
Still committed to the mediums. It's too late now to switch to the softs.
Yeah, it is, man.
It appears... Okay, he's on his outlap.
As Katana, they're getting a beautiful toe from the Williams there. The Williams helping him out nicely. Not sure why, but fair enough. As now the Aston Martin, he's going to try and get close to his teammate. A little bit squirrely
It
there.
started raining.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. There is raindrops, so this might be qualifying done. Except for these bottom four.
Now
Oh, someone does
improves
improve.
P6.
Ah,
Yeah,
fair
but
play.
he was sliding all over the bus stop chicane because of the rain.
So,
There's not
yeah.
many drivers that are gonna improve now.
He
due
might
to
have
the rain.
lost like a solid half a second at least by those sliding movements.
Damn, if only he got on the softs earlier, he could have been maybe even higher than P7.
Yep. I'm trying to see if anyone else is on the lap, but it's very busy in sector 2.
Jack is
It
on the
is, yeah.
outlap. Not sure if any of these drivers are gonna improve now in these conditions.
Yeah, I'm just looking at the Aston Martin, who's coming through the end of sector 3. They got a beautiful, yeah, they got a nice toe from the Williams, so hopefully their time won't be too bad, considering the rain. See where they can go though.
Quite decent through the chicane.
Yeah, not too bad, and they go 1:43.5 even with the rain. That's impressive. Good lap from the Aston Martin. Aston Martin looking strong along with Red Bull. Then it's just Theo chilling in P2.
Yes. So what it looks like now, there will be no driver in the top 10 starting on the mediums.
Yeah, it's Safi. He's on the flyer. And Ali there is going to be starting from P19 as they're in the pits. They won't be getting out for a lap, unfortunately. Scarf there. He's just started his lap in time. Upper Rouge. I don't think it'll go very fast. Yeah, Sappy sets a 1:46.5. The rain really starting to cause problems now. There's actually a car I think a car just crashed out on the bus stop chicane.
I think it did.
Yeah, I just saw it disappear
It was,
on the minimap. And
Manun Kumar.
there's someone crashed in El Rouge as well. Someone has crashed in El Rouge. Who's crashed?
No, I think Manan crashed in a Rouge.
Oh yeah.
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 I would switch to
He did.
Ferrari to look who's going past it, but
He
I
was
can't
also
because he
in-
retired. Yeah. But the only person on the flying lap now is
You
Jack
can see Alu from
and Enviable Scarf.
Yeah, Katana is not improving.
Yeah, Jack's also not improving. He's already down by 3/10. Yeah,
And viewable Scarf, he just has to put down a lap time to maybe gain a couple of positions.
he just needs to set a faster than the 1:48.2 in these conditions. It'll be a tough ask. See if he
He
can do
might
it.
still even be quicker than some of the medium runners. He still looks like, yeah, he went flat out through
Oh, it can't be that bad.
whatever that corner is.
It can't be that bad then.
No. Bus stop chicane always the most tricky part in terms of traction. So let's see how he
See how the car
tackles
sits.
that. Just slow and steady.
Across the line. Up to P16 to be fair. So
Yeah,
not too
that's,
bad. Yeah, then there's a big gap from P16 to P15. So that's probably the best he could have done there. Made the best of the situation. And that is your qualifying complete here for this 100% race.
Oh boy.
Oh, I forgot it was a 100% race until just then. Oh,
Everyone managed to put in a lap except Elliptic, who will obviously do the last to first.
oh yeah, of
try
course.
try to do the last first.
No, he will do it, no worries. Aiden can do this.
Got plenty of laps for it.
I bet he's still in his suit from that award ceremony.
Look class, to be fair. Very
Yeah.
posh. And there's your qualifying. That's your results. You have Light Zolta P1, Theo P2, and Axel P3. They're your top 3 from qualifying. For me, the only person on the mediums is Alu, but that doesn't really matter because they're P10, so it does matter.
Oh, I didn't
Yeah.
even notice.
So they're starting on their mediums.
Yeah, he had glitched soft tires for me.
Weird, yeah.
A lot of people behind qualified on mediums, but they're outside of the top 10, so it really doesn't matter.
Yeah, for me, it's just everyone's on soft except Alu. What is going on with these tyres?
Interesting.
My game has crashed and I'm not sure if I'm gonna make P2.
Oh dear.
I'm gonna make the start.
Well, you unfortunately cannot join before the start because this game isn't very clever.
The
So you're
game
gonna
is
have to
set
wait until you're.
The stream is set to
You're gonna have
just
to wait.
chatting. Okay, let's
Stream what?
the stream's set to just chatting. Let me have a look. Oh yeah, it is.
Oh,
Yep. Let's sort that out.
I can fix that. I'm on
Well,
it right now.
with
Yeah,
the
I'll
100%
put that,
race,
put that,
it
put that.
will.
Okay.
With the 100% race, it
There
will.
will be a lot of chatting. There will be
Yeah.
a lot of just chatting. Alright, there
Fair
we go.
enough.
Updated. Tom, can you commentate in Dutch?
I can commentate in Dutch.
Someone's asked
But
you.
do not do it.
Yes,
Where do you get these?
Someone's
wow.
asked you in the comments.
I see.
No, Tom.
I'd rather you didn't. I have no idea what was going on.
Yeah.
The rules
Maybe if
are
it gets
just
really, really boring.
Someone redeemed Aiden Facecam, but Aiden's not here.
It just cuts to him driving with a suit.
As all drivers selected their strategies and starting tires and fuel mix and everything now.
Do we have a formation lap?
Oh, and
No, it's straight
you-
to 5 red lights. Hold on.
Oh,
Apparently we're still waiting for
formation
players
lap.
for me though. And lights out and away we go here at Spa. And the Aston Martin leads the way well. And Theo's already dropped loads of positions because he is an AI because he's not here. And Jag and Axel are side by side through turn 1. Loads of people side by side. 3 wide there through turn 1. With the McLarens, I believe that was. And Light Zolta still leads the way, and it's looking like 3 wide for Rouge, and the 2 Red Bulls are out, and there's 3 people out. Oh my God, Theo and Axel are out, and there's a safety car on lap 1, and there's more people out. Light Zolta's out, and then there's Red Williams also spinning. That was carnage. Who made that 3? Theo, I think your AI made it 3 wide. I think your AI made that 3 wide through turn 1, through a Rouge.
Yeah, I think I should just stick to commentating.
Did you make it 3
Oh
wide?
my.
Was that you? Did you?
I was on board with Jack there.
Oh my God! Yeah, I was off board. I saw the whole thing. I saw the Williams just stick its nose down the inside. But I don't know how Zolta crashed. I don't know how they crashed.
That's shocking.
That was. It's a 100% race. It's a 100%
Yeah.
race. Come on, guys.
That's not even
We
fun
already
for
lost 3
those
very
guys.
fast drivers.
We bait.
And
Yeah.
other ones are at the back.
Yeah. So we're having a last to first challenge for Jack.
Exactly.
That'll be interesting.
I'd
Then
say Katana is now probably most likely to lead the race into the next phase.
let's go, Katana. Let's go. But Hatchet was also looking pretty rapid, to be fair. So I reckon we'll have a decent fight still. And we're migrating host, so whichever host left under safety car, that causes so many glitches. Why?
Oh yeah, kinda important to add this. We are doing a race under live race direction by JH, and he, I think,
yes.
decided. Yeah,
Forgot
there's
about
a
that.
red flag and a race restart.
Oh, is there
because of that
already?
incident.
Already?
Yep.
Mad. Are the people who are DNF allowed to restart?
We are restarting, guys.
We are restarting.
Okay.
Yeah.
Are the people who have DNF allowed to join back, I'm guessing?
It makes sense. It makes sense.
I think so. Yeah.
It's a 100% race, and being out in lap 1 is not fair.
Yeah, so it's just a why. Okay, so we'll be right back for this race restart. Unfortunately, after whatever happened at turn 1 there, it was a mess. And we'll be right
I
back.
shall try and maybe
Yeah.
clip that. Yeah.
Yeah, you can clip it from the stream. Saw it all.
See if I can still grab it.
Hello everyone and welcome back to VRL Racing League. Hopefully this goes a bit better on this start than the last one. I'm still here with today Tommy, and we're about to go for this 100% race here at Belgium. Only 40 minutes after the event started, so might as well have had full quality at this rate.
Yeah, it's gonna be April by the time we are done with this.
Oh yeah, honestly, tell me about it. Gonna be start of season 5 by the end of this, honestly.
Yeah.
Gonna be at Brazil. That race is gonna
All
start
the way from Belgium to Brazil.
Yeah.
Could an F1 car drive that in 1 week? That's the question. Probably.
If it has enough fuel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And enough engines, quickly swap.
Yeah. Well, so I have 30 seconds. Hopefully we can have a formation lap this time, because that was a complete mess.
I checked and they should be on.
Okay, that's good.
And so we have this nice panoramic view of the pit lane.
It's lovely. We can see the marshals with their camera.
I just realized the whole of Mercedes is Welsh.
Wow. Oh, big up the Welsh. Come on. Let's go. My brothers. My brothers.
This is going to be a bit more clean, I hope, this time around.
Oh yeah, I pray. Yeah, we have a formation lap. Okay, good. So, once again, we have the Aston Martin chilling at the front after being I don't even know how they crashed. I don't know how the Aston Martin crashed at all. So that was...
Me neither.
Yeah, that was a bit strange. Looking at the tyres, we have Alu in P9 on the mediums, Rexy P12 on the mediums, Webby in P14 on the mediums, Scarf P15 on the mediums, Manon on the hards, interestingly enough, and
Yeah.
Ali there, P18 on the mediums. Everyone else on the softs, of course.
Would Manu Kumar try and extend those? I don't know how tire wear is, but he could be aiming for a 1 stop.
That's for sure.
Yeah,
Yeah.
okay. I'm getting predicted stop strategies now. It's either a 2 stop, soft, soft, medium, or they gave a 3 stop, soft, 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 medium. Now that is an interesting strategy, if I say so myself.
Yeah. I don't think we'll be seeing any soft mediums, unless there's
No,
plenty
me
of
neither.
safety cars.
If you start on the soft though, I guess it's pretty much guaranteed a 2-stopper.
Oh yeah, of course. Mediums, you might be able to stretch it to get on some hard tyres.
Yeah.
Rather than that, who knows?
As Katana decides to be a truck, he's holding up everyone pretty big.
Yeah.
And normally I just like to flat out push the formation lap because...
No. You gotta play some tactics. On this formation
I
lap.
mean, the
Mess
whole
it,
thing
getting
of
other
a
people's
formation
heads.
lap... Oh, he gets overtaken by Rotelia.
Oh, and by both. And Addy's...
Oh, Manu Kumar and Elliptic collided, so they will be starting on ice cold tires all the way at the back.
What else?
AKA, they basically lose nothing because by turn 1, if they don't have a shockingly bad start, they'll be back by the pack again.
Yeah. Well, that's going to be more costly for Manon because those hard tyres are going to be impossible, honestly.
True.
Off the start. They're
True,
going to be
true,
difficult
true.
enough warm, let alone cold.
It's the greatest reforming. I take it you're gonna do the start commentary again as Davidolas disconnects.
Oh, no. That is so unfortunate. What timing? Who could have told that timing, honestly?
Not ideal for the Spanish driver who got promoted to Tier 1 now.
Fair play to the man. As the last 3 cars now form up to the grid, the 2 Ferraris and an Alfa Romeo. Ferrari-powered cars not doing well in this Grand Prix. Mercedes power and Honda power both doing brilliantly though. As we come now to 5 red lights for the 100% race at Spa for VRL, and lights on, away we go, and the Aston Martin once again gets a good start. The Mercedes McLaren in the back there gets a good start, but actually Jack's got an amazing start, and he's down the inside, and both Red Bulls are down the inside. I've actually completely commentator's cursed. Zolder there, down to P3, Hatchet still P4, Katana up to P5, as there's a Mercedes and a McLaren side by side through Eau Rouge. Mercedes held it in, and they're still side by side. What brilliant racing there. Absolutely fantastic to keep that clean. Are they going to go 3 wide into the last corner? Look how many cars there are. Yeah, it might be 3 wide. It's 3 wide. 3 by 2 there into the last corner. The McLaren backs out, and the Mercedes maintains their position, and the Alpine gets them, but the Haas and the McLaren are side by side, as that's David actually, who is disconnected. Yeah, so he's going to be dropping like positions like flies, because he's just going to be ghosting through everyone. Who spun?
Yeah,
Oh no!
Overtook Axel again. Axel had a massive lockup.
Oh, that's not fun.
Brussels hairpin, the right-hander. But yeah, there was some really close racing.
That was
in
impressive.
The first couple of corners.
I
saw Retalia stick it down the outside in Eau Rouge. It was pretty impressive.
That was very impressive. Zolder looking to have a move at Jack there. Jack looking a little bit vulnerable to the Aston Martin already. Zolder just absolutely rapid at Spa, apparently. Absolutely flying. He was like 6 tenths ahead of P2. Apparently he's
Ooh, getting close now, Slipstream.
Ooh. Can he make a move into the bus stop section? Looking to go down the outside of the bus stop chicane. Can't quite hold it. Maybe looking for a switchback. No, can't quite get the move done. Jack defends that nicely, as there's other moves going on in the background here. Yeah, there's lots of fighting going on for the final points playing position of P10. Cars everywhere. As Rexy looking to make a move on Stan. Going to go down the inside of someone. No, they can't. They back out. They're on the mediums compared to everyone else on the softs. So Rexy there really doing a decent job here to keep up with all of these people. Along with Alu, who's also on the mediums. If there's no safety cars, these guys have a massive advantage compared to the people on the softs later down the line in this race. Zolder not close enough, it looks like, to Jack to make any moves. Hatchet though, he's looking tasty in that Alfa Romeo. Looking to
catching up to Axel quite a bit and not even using ERS.
Yeah.
Very interesting.
Axel may be struggling. Maybe those flat spotted
Jack
tires.
wide.
Jack goes wide.
Side by side. Ooh, Zolder tried to get past him, but he
Not
just
quite.
didn't.
Jack maintains P1. Zolder looking to get back that P1 after he lost it off the start. He's already gained 1 position off the 2 he lost. Can they get back ahead of both the Red Bulls? They're already over a second away from Axel. They're pushing away from the rest of this pack. It's looking like a 2-horse battle for this race win already, as Zolder gets all messy on that curb there. Little bit saucy there. Nearly losing the car, but manages to hold it. As the Hatchet has lost loads of positions down to P8. I'm not sure what's gone on there, but a big issue for the Alfa Romeo, as we said, he might be looking good. He's now not looking good, and also who's not looking good is Alex. He's spun and is now down to P17 with Manan and Yoda. Yoda had a lap 1 pit stop, it looks like, because they're a long way away. A long way away. As actually, oh, Alex is now in the wall again. Those tyres must be screaming out for help. Absolutely, probably like 140 degrees. Yes.
He got if we quickly look at the race director,
no need to interrupt, but the Alpha Tower is also spun. Everyone's spinning.
Everyone's spinning?
Yeah, Webinson also spins, so he's now down to P16. So many people having problems. Is it wet? Someone said it's getting wet in the chat, but it doesn't look like it. As Zolder going for a move down the inside, does get the move done. Nicely through there. Is it wet? I'm not seeing any rain just yet on my screen. Oh, as Jack nearly loses it on the curb. Holds it nicely, but Katana actually is up to P3. It's a checkerboard of Aston Martin and Red Bull right now. An advantage Aston Martin as Zolder leads away from Jack. Already pulled 8 tenths after that move, and Axel 7 tenths behind Katana. So it's looking like we have a 2-way battle for the constructors here. Aston Martin versus Red Bull Racing. This is going to be interesting. Aston Martin, once title sponsors of Red Bull, now fighting them for race wins.
Interesting to see, definitely.
Yeah, how the tides turn. as Jack is already a second behind Zolta. Zolta's putting a purple sector 2. He's absolutely flying, and Axel's lost nearly out of DRS to Katana as well. But he might use some ERS down this straight to try and keep it within it. No, he's looking like he's lost it. And Prism, he's right in. Axel's really struggling on these soft tyres because Prism's gaining and gaining. Only 3 tenths away from Axel now, 2 tenths away. He's so close. Don't know what's happened to Axel, but he's just struggling so much. And Zolta sets the fastest lap, 1:46.8. That's ridiculous. Faster than some people's quali laps already. And Prism looking like he's going to pass Axel there into turn 1. Not quite. He backs off there. We're on board with the Mercedes. Loses a bit of time out of the exit. Axel gets a good exit out of turn 1. Up our Rouge. We're not going to see any side-by-side action up through here again. Or not on this lap at least. Lap 4 of 44. There's a yellow flag in sector 3. And that is Noxie. He's struggling again as Prism makes the move easily down the main straight. But Alu, can Alu also make the move on Axel? Is that Axel about to lose 2 more? Actually, and there's a Mercedes comes out, McLaren comes out of nowhere, sorry. And there's nearly cars everywhere. Nearly some collision, and Hatchet is now back in this fight as well, back up to P8. And Davido, his issues of being disconnected, he's fighting back up this grid, and he's caught up to Ali there in P12. Ali's struggling hard on those mediums. He's closing right up, only 3 tenths away. But Hatchet, after having a spin in Sector 3 a few laps ago, he's doing great to be right on the back of this McLaren here. Is he looking to go down the inside? No, he's not. He backs out of that. Smart, patient play from the Alfa Romeo. But Axel, he's really struggling. Nearly already lost 7 tenths to Prism.
Oh,
but Prism...
Spun.
Oh, that's not fun.
Yeah.
But Prism gets all out of shape. So now Axel's back within him again. But Alu, he's in P6. And he's actually closing up to Axel. I don't know whether Axel has something, maybe some damage causing him to have a really draggy car or something. But Alu looking to go round the outside of the bus stop chicane on the harder compounded tyres as well. They're side by side through the bus stop. Axel squeezes him tight, gets the elbows out and defends the position nicely. But actually loses a lot of time to Prism in the process as Ray actually has spun. And then Hatchet looking to go round the outside of the McLaren. I don't know why I keep mixing them up. But yeah, the Alfa Romeo and the McLaren are side by side. The Alfa Romeo though backs out of the side by side through our Rouge, but he's going to definitely look to size up a move, maybe into the final corner of sector 1. There we go. But man, he's losing so much time. Rosella using loads of ERS. McLaren looking to go down the inside of Valu, doesn't quite get the move done. Backs out of it. Lots of people backing out of moves. DRS train now off of Prism. And actually, Katana's spun. Katana, no, has had a massive issue and is actually dead. Oh, luckily for ghosting, David doesn't straight into the back of the Aston Martin. And look at that, just goes straight on at turn 1. Those tyres are absolutely dying. Absolutely nothing to fight with on those softs now. Might even need an early pit stop as there's some 3-second time penalties coming through. And now Katana falling down out of the points, down to P14. This massive train just completely overtakes her. So unfortunate. Does he have any damage? Does have damage. The run. I can't even speak. Oh my god, there's so much going on. The front right end plate of the wing is gone. That's why. Oh no, what's happened there? Have they been in the wall? Oh, that's so unfortunate.
If I may quickly interrupt you, we got an FIA message that Noxie has an incident noted because he rejoined the track unsafely.
Oh, that's interesting.
That might result into a penalty for the driver who's unfortunately in dead last.
Oh, no, that's such a fall from grace. Already, I thought it said down a lap then because the softs are only on 1 lap. No, he's not down a lap. Fortunately for him. But maybe by the end of this race he might be because Zolta's absolutely flying. 2 seconds between him and Jack now. But Jack also not doing too bad as Jack is 3 seconds away from Prism. And Axel, he's switched the burners back on. He's back on the back of Prism. 3 tenths separating them. Will Axel get back up onto the podium positions with his teammate as there's a yellow flag and Mr. Wheezy spun again on those hard tyres.
Yeah.
The hard tyres are going to be some difficult race tyres. Not very good. And Axel and Prism side by side down the back straight of Spa and down the inside goes Axel. Gets the move done nicely. Prism doesn't have anything to fight back with. And Axel there back up into the podium positions alongside his teammate Jack. Fortunately for Katana, Katana's actually into the pits because of that front wing damage. She's a long way behind, but Prism actually looking to go back down the inside. Axel getting a little bit sideways there through the corner, and they're side by side through No Name down to the long sweeping left-hander, and Axel gets the position back, but Prism looking pacey in that Mercedes. It's Mercedes versus Red Bull once again, and Alu there chilling on the mediums. He's absolutely loving life getting dragged along by these soft tyre runners on their medium compound tyres. Doing great, man, honestly. And Hatchet, the Mercedes having McLaren having all sorts of issues, loses positions to the Aston. Oh man, I'm gonna stop saying car names. Honestly, I keep messing them up. The Alfa Romeo getting back to position on the McLaren, and Stan now he's joined the train. We're getting two big trains, and Davido's just chilling in the middle of them both, trying to close up to the front-running train.
Only 3 tenths between P3 and 5.
That is crazy.
Now, going back onto the section with 2 DRS straights. Will Prism try and take back that podium position?
He certainly might. 3 tenths separating them. Basically pushing Axel through the corners at this point. Look how close this train is. This is impressive. This is great driving from every one of these drivers, that there hasn't been more damage, honestly. Through El Rouge and Radion.
And also, impressive that Alu with the mediums is keeping up with the train as Prism now. Yeah, it's easy overtake for him. He has much more speed than Axel.
Alu looking to go down the inside, has a little bit of a look, but doesn't quite make the move. Those mediums are actually going to start coming to life against these softs very soon. So it'll be interesting to see what kind of pace Alu has. And Axel gets a 3-second time penalty. That might be costly for his race if it remains this tightly packed for the remaining however many laps. I can't even do quick maths right now. My brain is fried from all of this action. That might be very costly for Axel. If other drivers don't get other 3-second time penalties. There's a yellow flag in Sector 1. And once again, it's Noxie having another spin. It's just not going well for the Alpine driver, man. It's just not going well at all.
Is it just him being out of shape? Is there a setup issue? We don't know.
Yeah, who knows, man. Hopefully for him, it's a setup issue, and he can get it sorted for Season 5. But for now, we'll look back onto the action of this massive train. 1, 2, 3, 4 car train. Hatchet right on the back of Alu, basically pushing him through these corners. He's going to make a move into the bus stop lane. Looks to the outside, doesn't look to the inside, stays behind. Prism getting a little bit out of shape. Axel may even make a move into turn 1. No, doesn't quite get the exit. Prism gets a decent exit out of the bus stop chicane. So Axel, he's going to try and get a good exit out of turn 1. Set him up nicely through El Rouge and Radion to get the move down the DRS straight. Look how close he is behind. Alu's still chilling there on those medium tyres. Hatchet, though, 2 tenths, 3 tenths behind Alu. He has loads of ERS as well. Alu's struggling for ERS. But Hatchet, he's nearly got a full battery. So he's absolutely loving life.
He did collide with Alu there in turn 1.
Did he? That's not fun. Doesn't look like anyone has any damage, though. And Axel actually doesn't get the move done on Prism. He stays behind. And Prism maintains the lead ahead of this pack and maintains the podium position ahead of Axel. Stan's actually joining the train now. We're having an extra driver onto the back of this. He's just got into within a second of this train. And Davido, he's struggling to catch up. He's still 3 seconds away. And this other train, this secondary train here, is starting to break up a little bit as they slowly catch up to this squabbling pack here from P3 all the way down to P8. Fortunately, the fight for the win here. Zolta's just absolutely flying ahead of Jack, and Jack's also flying ahead of Prism. All this fighting for P3, so really just letting these two run away with P1 and P2. Zolta especially, absolutely flying in quali, absolutely flying in pre-season. How does it bode for Season 5, do you think?
Well, Prism didn't have the best season last time. Sorry, my words. But if he manages to keep up this impressive pace, he might be up to go back to his old, I would say, race-winning ways, which is obviously what he's looking for. As the Mercedes of Wheezy is now lapped by the entire top 11,
Ooh.
and that is now top 13.
Pain. And it's soon to be 14, really. If he maintains this spinning, it's going to be everyone at this rate. So unfortunate, man. A minute behind the person in front of him. At what point do you just call it a day? Well, I expect that he keeps going as Prism defends that position nicely from Axel. Maintains that podium position still. Axel struggling to make any moves. But Alu, those mediums have got to be starting to come to life against these soft tyres now. These softs coming to the end of their stint. Alu's going to start wanting to make overtakes here against these soft tyre runners. As that's their job now is to hold up this medium compound driver. As he's going to want to absolutely pull as much time as he can in this pit stop time. Especially if
Alu does have the... Yeah, no, go on.
Especially if these drivers go onto the soft tyres as well. He's going to want to pull much time.
And Alu, he has the unfortunate disadvantage of having a battery with only half the percentage of the others. Ooh, stand spun.
Oh,
He's
that's
losing
so
a lot of
unfortunate.
positions. Oh, and Axel, he went wide into the corner, and Alu's now flying past him.
So that's one move for Alu done. He just needs to get the Mercedes now, and then that's it done. He leads the train on their medium compound tyres. They're definitely starting to come to life then, as Axel's clearly struggling. He's been struggling this whole stint, really, has Axel. Great in qualifying, struggling for race pace, looking like. Maybe that's a setup thing as well. So now Prism leads the pack by 4 tenths, and now Alu is in second in the train. Axel back down to P5. And Alu basically pushing Prism through that corner. As Stan is into the pits, he must have maybe had some front wing damage or is just in for an early stop. And look at this. Look how close Alu is through our Rouge. Go on board. Using ERS. Prism doesn't have anything to defend with really. Doesn't even bother using ERS. Does use some just to try and stay as close to Alu as possible. There we go. The medium compound tyre. Clearly starting to dominate softs. Oh, as Prism's actually round.
He went on the curve.
And he's just reversed into the path of Davido. That is dangerous. Luckily, Ghosting's on. Otherwise, that would have been a massive crash. If Ghosting wasn't on, that would have been awful.
Really unfortunate for the Mercedes. I think, though, depending on the strategies, Alu might now be in strategic P1.
Yeah, that is very likely. But there is nearly 10 seconds between him and Zolta. So there's a lot of time he has to make up from strategy alone. He's going to need to drive. He's going to need to drive potentially one of his best races ever if he wants to win this against such a good driver of Zolta and Jack as well. Because Jack is also there flying. 3.3 seconds up the road from Alu. And Axel.
Oh, quite interesting to see this. Both Alfa Romeos have their fuel lights blinking. Which
Fuel lights,
means
that's
they
ERS.
might have underfueled big time and have to save a lot. No, they have the yellow fuel.
The yellow fuel, do they?
Yeah, when you open up their telemetry.
Yeah, I do try to avoid opening telemetry just in case there's drivers watching, you know. Yeah. But yeah, that's interesting.
Exactly.
That's interesting. They're gonna need to start lifting and coasting then maybe. Maybe they were expecting more safety cars. So if there's no safety cars in this race, anyone who has underfueled due to expecting safety cars, they're going to be in a bit of trouble.
I do agree with you though, opening telemetry on stream normally isn't nice to do, so...
Yeah, I make
some statistics.
Yeah, I do try to not do it. Zolta's still leading the way. Soft tyres not causing any problems, even 10 laps in, for any of these top two. As the two McLaren stop positions, I don't know, I've always done this. I always mess up McLaren and Mercedes for some reason.
As Alu's last lap, it was 1 and almost a second faster than Jack's.
Wow. But their time delta hasn't really changed. It's still 3.7 seconds. That must have been the DRS potentially. That last lap. Because now he's leading the train. Axel's just about keeping it in with Alu still. Not too much time has been lost compared to the mediums and the softs. And Hatchet, he's still vibing on the back of this train. He's done great to catch back up to these guys after that earlier spin. Good driving from him. As after the stand spin, this train has become a lot smaller. Only 3 cars now. Alu, Axel and Hatchet. Maybe had some pit stops. The pit stops will start to occur soon. No one coming in early for an undercut. Everyone's still going. Actually, Jack's in for an undercut here. He's in for the first pit stop. He's going on for a set of softs. So he's on for at least a 2-stop strategy. He's not going to try and take the hards to the end. So he is the first to blink. And there's a few more coming in as well. There's a McLaren in as well. And there is also Prism in. Prism is also in for another set of softs. And who else? Who else is in? Just Prism. And they're all in for soft tyres. So Jack now. What can he do on these fresh softs? How much time can he gain on Zolta's 11-lap-old softs? Can he potentially undercut him by 5 seconds? Is that even possible? As Hatchet and Axel are side by side. Hatchet going for a move there, but doesn't quite get it done. And now Alu uses that. Is 9 seconds behind Zolta. That is crazy how much of a lead Zolta's built up. He's definitely going to be praying for no safety car here in this race. Katana.
Yeah, these guys on new softs, they're going to be extremely fast.
Yeah, they will. Yeah, definitely.
Jack will be catching Zolta very fast.
That's for sure. But Zolta will have the fresher tyres by the end of the race, so... We've got,
also, quickly reflecting, Prism, who rejoined the track quite dangerously after he spun, that incident has also been noted by the FIA, which might result in a penalty.
Yeah, potentially, because that is so lucky Ghosting was on, reversed straight into the path of DeVito there.
Yep.
That was a bit silly. Unfortunately for Katana, you might remember, was actually fighting. And there was actually a checkerboard at one point of Aston Martin and Red Bull. Unfortunately for Katana, after that spin and whatever happened and whatever broke their front wing, it's down in P15, 7 seconds off of Stan, who was just pit. So this is going to be a long race for the Aston Martin. Going to take those mediums long though, see what they can do.
Axel is in the pits.
What tyres is he onto? He's onto a set of softs. Who else is into the pits? Hatchet also into the pits for a set of mediums. No, Axel and Hatchet. Yeah, Axel also wants a medium. So on a different strategy there compared to everyone else. Where are they going to come out compared to Jack? How far behind are they going to be? They come out in front of... actually, no, they've been split by a medium runner of Ali there. They've been split. That's interesting. So Hatchet there, he's going to not be very happy with that. He's going to... look to pass, and actually, interestingly enough, the Haas is passing the Red Bull. So the Red Bull, Axel's not going to be very happy with that at all, because Ali's now going to hold him up so badly from Hatchet. So any advantage they might have gained from that pit stop potentially is now definitely lost. So now all Hatchet has to do is close up and potentially maybe even take advantage of this. But can Axel get past Ali? How fast can he dispatch of this Haas? As Zolta's still out there on those 12-lap-old softs. They've got to be screaming for mercy at this point. Axel's got to be kicking himself, losing so much time to this Haas driver. Look how fast he is. We're going round the outside and down the inside in Sector 2. How is Ali holding this on those old mediums? This is impressive. Even onto the curb, he's still holding it side by side. This is amazing driving. And they're still side by side. Axel gets the move done eventually. But Ali there, great fighting there on those medium tyres. But look how much time Hatchet gains through that corner.
Out.
And Yoda's out there. Oh, he's retired in the pit lane. He's retired in the pit lane. So he's just had enough.
Look at these three.
Touching the grass.
P8, P9, P10.
Yeah, we're on board with Hatchet right now. We come off board to look as they come into the bus stop chicane. Ali fighting hard, fighting for their life on those old medium tyres compared to these fresh medium runners. Is he going to lose out? They both have DRS. Axel there, he's chilling ahead of both of them right now. Sappy's into the pits, so they all get past him. But how is Ali doing this on them old medium tyres? Axel nearly maintains the position. He does maintain the position. But are they going to go side by side through right now? No, Axel backs out of that hard. Does Axel get DRS though? Does Ali have DRS? Has he messed that up? Who's going to have DRS? This
DRS.
Axel has DRS. Okay, so Ali now a sitting duck. Hatchet, he's going to be the one going for the move this time. Not Axel. Axel might still be stuck behind. Yeah, he has it. He backed off too much into Radion, and he's now stuck behind the Haas, and Hatchet is free to go. So now Ali defending for his life still against Hatchet as Axel gets a great run through the beginning of Sector 2 and is through on Ali as well there. Ali has nothing to fight back really on his old mediums now compared to those fresh ones. So Axel there, luckily dispatches of the Haas quick enough that Hatchet can't pull much time. Hatchet running on the Astro there.
Axel has lost a lot of time fighting these guys.
Oh yeah, that's for sure. So much time. For real. Jack still Jack's chilling on them fresh softs. But Zolta's still out on these tyres. Drifting through the bus stop chicane and still going. On for a 14th lap now. Alu...
He might be going for a one-stop to the hards.
Yeah, Alu's actually losing time as well to Zolta still. Zolta doing amazing on them softs to still be going. Race pace god. Qualifying god. Tyre wear god. What is going on here? This is impeccable driving. Davido's also on...
champion.
Yeah, exactly. What can you say? It's what's to be expected at the end of the day. Davido, P3. He's done great to recover as well. He's on 14-lap old softs as well. So he's doing good. But Jack is chasing him down fast on them 2-lap old softs. We're going to see just how much faster Jack is. That's interesting. Yeah.
Ready on there.
Oh, that's unfortunate, man. Was it worth that 3-second turn penalty, Jack? Not really. But luckily, Davido also got 3-second turn penalty at the same time. For Jack, at least. Unluckily for Davido, though. He's going to be... Everyone with a time penalty has got to be kicking themselves. Because the people around them who don't have them, if they're going to be absolutely living life if they're close enough. Jack now, only 1.6 seconds away from Davido. Really close. He's with, with 50.
Very fast.
Yeah, he is. Yeah, he's on those fresh softs. He will be. He'll be catching absolutely rapidly. Yeah, Jack. He's going to try and get into DRS, I'm sure, for the next long DRS straight. Because he's just gaining so much time through every corner. Like a 10th per corner, pretty much, almost, at this point. But David did good through Sector 2, though. Not much time gained for Jack. But through that corner, there's got to be a lot of time gained, surely. Actually, not too much. David doing really well, holding out on them 14-lap old softs. Is Zolta coming in? No, Zolta's going on for another lap. As he laps Mr. Wheezy there. I believe that is behind him. No, it's not. It's a Williams. He laps Manan. Yeah, Manan's being lapped, unfortunately, for him. But Manan's just pitted, so... I'm sure he's going to be happy for a bit of DRS, maybe. No, he might not even get that. But Zolta, now 10 seconds ahead of Alu. Is Alu a Div 1 driver? I'm guessing they are.
He is.
Yeah. Imagine Div 2 driver chilling in P2. That'd be ridiculous.
Alu was P4 in the end, in the championship.
Oh, fair play.
Arguably the most consistent driver in the league, but he didn't win the prize. But he is a very fast driver, Alu. So
yeah, and he's displaying that now. He's displaying that now.
He will be fighting for a podium.
Oh yeah, I'm sure.
I think.
Yeah, I'm sure he will be. Jack now, he's right on the back of David. Doesn't quite get the move done though. So David's still fighting on them old softs. Jack looking to go down the inside. What, turn 6 I believe that is? And he does make the move. David running a little bit wide there, helps him out. But through no name, Jack leads the way ahead of Davido. Back onto the podium for this, I believe, 2-stop. Yeah, definitely 2-stop. I don't know how he'd make a 1-stop out of soft. not even legal, let alone possible. Zolta's still chilling on 15-lap old softs and still pulling time on Alu. They have reached a bit of a stalemate though, so those softs are probably falling off an absolute cliff now. Over a quarter of the way through the race on those soft tyres. It's ridiculous. And he goes on for another lap. How far is he going? He's going for a 1-stop. Is he going to maybe even go for softs and mediums at this point? That would be absolutely insane if he can do that. He's got to watch the puncher territory though, surely.
He's almost on half the race on these softs.
I know, it's insane. Only 5 more laps. Which is quite a lot at Spa, to be fair, but... It's mental. Alu's still vibing. Still losing time to Zolta. But still vibing. Either way in P2. David's done well to keep it with Jack for DRS, to be fair. He's definitely going to be happy being dragged along by a fresher tyre runner.
Yeah. Now there's a fighting in P9, P10 and P11.
Oh, Axel's back at it. Axel back at it fighting with... who's that? Yeah, Enviable Scarf. Yeah, the Alfa Romeo defending for his teammate. Can he defend enough? Can he defend like a lion? No, he can't, unfortunately. DRS, OP.
Behind them, Elliptic is getting passed by Prism. Battaglia is also looking for a pass.
Interesting there. Elliptic struggling on them old mediums now. Prism up to P9. Up and the McLaren chilling in P10. Prism's going to be looking to fight back through these guys. He's lost quite a lot of time because of that spin earlier. He's lost so much time. So he's going to be pushing hard on these soft tyres. Those soft tyres are definitely going to be going into the bin by the end of this, that is for sure. Axel, he's lost. He's not quite in DRS range of Hatchet. Hatchet doing good to pull away.
Zolta's boxing.
Oh, Zolta's finally into the pits. Doesn't get done for speeding in the pit lane either. That's well done.
Hard or medium?
That was the question. Onto the medium tyres. He's looking to go for one stop, softer mediums. Alu takes the race lead, and he's lapping Manu as well. So Manu once again back to being lapped, unfortunately for him. And Jack has indeed undercut Zolta, but it's a 5-lap undercut. So that is a massive tyre wear difference because Jack has to do one more stop. Zolta might not even have to stop again. As there's a yellow flag in sector 3, and Stan has actually crashed. Has Stan crashed? Yes, he has. We can't quite see how he's crashed. He's actually spun it into the wall on the bus stop chicane, I'm assuming. We're on board with Katana.
He's spun on the last corner, maybe.
Yeah, we're on board with Katana to try and see if we can see the car. The Stricken. There it is, on the side. No, you can't even see it because it despawned just as they went around the corner, but he definitely spun into the wall there. That's so unfortunate for the Alpha Tauri there. So Alu leading the way, yet to stop on their mediums. Jack back up to P2. David still P3. Zolta is going to definitely try to get past David as fast as possible. Get into that DRS. Nearly gained a second this lap already. As expected, really, fresh mediums compared to 17-lap-old softs. Blimey, that's got to be puncher territory almost. Hopefully we don't see anyone getting punches. Don't wish that on anyone. As in only 2 sectors, he's a second off his personal best. That's how old and struggling these tyres are. Axel can see another 3-second time penalty. Let's have a look at penalties, actually. What penalties everyone has. Jack has 3 seconds. David had 3 seconds. Rexy has 6. Hatchet has 3. Axel now with 6. Prism with 3. Ali with 3. Webby with 3. Noxy with 6. And Manan, who's only just passed a DNF driver with 6. Mr. Wheezy, 2 minutes and 32 seconds away from the driver in front of him. That is tough, man. And Zolta right on the back of David now. 2 tenths separating these drivers. Not going to go side by side through Rouge and Radion, luckily. But Zolta, he's right on the back. Look how much time he gains just through those 2 corners alone. Up he goes. DRS open. Right through there on the McLaren. Easy overtake. Easy as you like. And there's the lapped car of the Williams there. Just chilling ghosted. This is the only action he's seen all race, really, except for his spins. So.
Prism and Retalia, PAP9.
Ooh, interesting. Ooh. What's happened there?
Prism
They're side by side. Damn, that's impressive. Can't quite get the move done. Can the McLaren? Looking nearly spinning there into the wall through that corner. The car just about holding it on those sides. But, Prism runs wide. Oh my god, my pronunciation. Retalia. There we go. Man, my mind is moving at 1,000,000 miles an hour. So much is going on. Spa's always very eventful, to be fair. Sappy, he's on the back of Webby. 6 tenths separating these 2 drivers. He's on fresh mediums compared to them 18-lap-old mediums. Alu's still leading the way, but Jack slowly closing in. 1.9 seconds separating these 2 drivers. And now Zolta breathing down the neck of Jack. 3 seconds separating them. Zolta definitely the favourite to win this race. As we're nearly halfway through this 100% race. Question is, are we going to see any interesting weather? As Rexy's finally into the pits. 18 laps on their mediums.
Wow.
So David has gone longer now on those mediums than some people have on the softs.
I think you mean the other way around.
Other way around, yes, yeah, that's what I meant. He's gone longer on the softs than people have on those mediums. Crazy.
Oh, this is quite interesting. Apparently, Axel, somewhere in the battle, excessively slowed down to steal DRS and gaining an advantage. Which
He did.
Yeah,
I do remember that.
Awarded him with a 5-second time penalty.
Oh,
Added after the race.
that is so unfortunate. Axel there trying to play it clever. That's come to
Taylor
stabbing me
trying
back.
to pass Prism now.
On the DRS straight. Nicely through there. Oh, nearly contact made in that braking zone. Prism massively outbraking Rotella, but not quite. Getting back past. Looking pacey, both of these drivers. They're closing up to Axel, but they're squabbling.
They're now fighting.
Yeah. Ooh, three-way battle actually. Because Enviable there. Oh, going down the inside.
Ooh.
What a move. Ooh. Some contact nearly made there, but he's absolutely flying on them fresh softs compared to those old mediums, and he's going to make 2 moves in like 3 corners. Great driving there from Scarf there. Even though he's on those fresh softs, compared to the 2 on medium tires, still great driving there to not make any contact. Nice clean racing there.
Up to Alu, by the way.
Ooh, interesting. 6/10 separating them. How quickly is he going to dispatch of the medium tyre runner? That is the question. 20 laps are now complete. 21 laps, sorry, complete in this race. No, 20 laps complete. We're on lap 21. I was correct the first time. Anyway, Jack right on the back. There's about to be a change for the lead on this race, on this lap though. The Red Bull looking to take back P1 after he got it in the first corner. Is he going to do it in the first DRS zone? He might be able to do it. Up El Rouge. DRS now open. He's using ERS. How fast can he close up to the Alpine? Is he going to make the move round the outside? These fresh shots compared to the old mediums. Not really fresh actually anymore. 8 laps old. Alu looking to get the switch back. Go round the outside. No, can't quite get the traction. And Jack gets P1 off of the Alpine, who's been holding it for a good few laps there. But Zolta's closed up so much time in that little battle. Now 2 seconds away from Jack there, who's in P1. Let's have a look at the interval to the leader. Yep, under 2 seconds separating Zolta and Jack. Then there's a huge 9-second gap from Zolta to P4 there. The podium really so far away from the rest of this. From the rest of this, just everyone. Alex gets a 3-second time penalty, multiple warnings.
Davidoas also managed to drive 20 laps on his soft tires and finally swapped them out for fresh mediums.
That is so impressive.
And also, while those guys were fighting at the front, Vitaly and Prism has been fighting back and forth through the bus stop and the first sector. Now Vitaly is still ahead, but they're very close.
Yeah, they are. Prism basically pushing Vitaly through that corner. So looking like we're going to have another swap of moves there. Swap of positions. Swap of moves? What?
Zolta.
Alu pits.
Yeah.
Finally. Is he going to go into hards or softs though? Is he going to try and do... if he tries to do 22 laps on the softs? No, he's onto the hards. He's going with the hard tyres. I think that might be a strategy mistake because it's been shown that the soft tyres can go 20 laps. Maybe not 22, but they can do 20 laps. So I'm not sure about that strategy there.
Maybe he was just trying to extend the mediums as long as possible and see what the best option would have been.
Yeah, potentially.
I feel like he could have stretched him a little bit longer because he was still decently keeping up with Jack.
Yeah, definitely, that's for sure. Taylor, the only person really within DRS is Elliptic passes Sappy. Actually, no, Sappy's into the pits. Never mind. As there's this little DRS train forming. As who's that? Yep, Alu actually comes out in front of Rotella and Prism. He's overcut these guys dramatically. They're on old softs and he's on fresh hards. So this is going to be an interesting battle. Who's going to have the better tyres, do you reckon?
Yeah, these guys, Rotella and Prism,
yeah,
they will have to pit as well.
They will, yeah.
True.
So Alu looking
so
good here.
Strategy, yeah.
Talking about someone who doesn't have to pit anymore, like Zolta now in the DRS range of Jack in P1.
Yeah, this is interesting. This is the move we've been waiting for, really. And the move that's kind of been inevitable between Jack and Zolta. Jack has to pit again as well.
The question is, which tire is quicker? Because 9-lap-old softs versus 3-lap-old mediums. I'd say that's pretty balanced on this track.
Yeah, that's for sure. But Zolta, he's just been rapid this whole race. So,
Oh,
Jack dives into the
avoiding
pits.
the battle.
He avoids the battle
Wow.
straight into the pits, and he might be onto a set of mediums for 22 laps here. Or maybe even onto the hard compound tyres. No, onto the mediums. Look, there's the pit crew coming out. So he called that late to his pit crew. And is he onto another set of softs? No, he's onto mediums there. Couldn't quite tell from the graphics. Now, Axel actually comes into P2. So it's once again, a double Red Bull podium. But Hatchet looking to take that away from them. And Jack actually dropping loads of positions here. Where is he going to come out? He's going to come out in loads of traffic. There's Alu there. And Alu's come out in front of Jack. Only just though, and Jack will have DRS. Alu won't have DRS from Hatchet, but Jack will have DRS from Alu. He's not going to be close enough to make a move. But ERS, he has plenty of ERS, absolutely loads. Alu, not so much. So Jack, DRS open. He's not going to be able to make a move immediately, but he's going to definitely want to make the move soon. Those mediums versus them hard tyres, there's going to be a big difference. Prism there drops a second back from Jack. Ratella just chilling there. 4/10 back from Prism. Like Zolta. Now 13 seconds ahead of P2. Axel back up to P2, to be fair. Red Bull's constantly been there.
I feel like Axel's gonna have to do another stop though.
Potentially. 9 laps already.
Pretty sure, yeah.
Yeah, that's going to be...
do the last laps on softs, just to be a bit quicker.
Yeah,
Quite surprised by how, yeah.
maybe last 6 laps or so on soft tyres. Potentially.
Yeah, go for that last second punch, maybe.
Yeah.
Gain some more positions.
Fastest lap, potentially, as well.
But as meanwhile, yeah, I'm surprised by how early Jack pitted, because he went considerably shorter on his second stint of softs than his first one.
Rexy passes earlier.
Interesting there. Rexy on the fresh soft, so kind of to be expected. But yeah, Alu back into DRS of Hatchet actually.
Ooh.
So that's interesting. Those are
Taylor's fighting back.
Yeah. Oh,
Into
interesting.
bus stop chicane.
Doesn't quite get the defense. Well, actually, Rexy just defends well, but Rexy has DRS off of Prism, just about in the DRS zone. But luckily, that just about being in that DRS has brought him well within DRS for this the more important DRS straight, arguably, of the two. Not arguably, definitely. But Jack now 2/10 off of Alu. Alu does have DRS to defend with, but they're side by side down the straight. Jack must be using ERS here because they're side by side still. And yeah, Alu's actually got his ERS light flashing. Alu has his ERS light flashing, so poor ERS management. It would be good if it was a 25% race. But no, he's got a 50% race, sorry, but he's got another 50% of the race to go. So on lap 24.44, but back down the inside as Jack runs wide. They're side by side. Not quite side by side through No Name as Jack manages to get the better traction as he's on them softer tyres. And he maintains P4. Alu basically pushing him through these corners though. So those hard tyres not doing too bad, to be fair, in the hands of Alu. They're ever consistent. Just chilling there in P4. Now, can Hatchet make any moves on Axel? They're both on the same age of tyres, so this is going to be interesting. They've been battling pretty much all race, these two. So who will come out on top? Hatchet, well within DRS. Jack now within DRS of Hatchet as well now. And Alu still in DRS of Jack. Jack has not pulled much time off of Hatchet, off of Alu at all. So they're still basically pushing each other through every corner. And now a train once again is forming. Another DRS train is forming. We're having a podium battle 2.0 forming. And Jack is the one with the tyre advantage. He wasn't involved last time, but this time he's right in the middle of it on them fresh mediums. And Alu on them fresh hards. And Rexy trying to get back onto the back of it on them fresh softs. Axel leads the way on them old mediums. Hatchet though, he's looking to make a move, but actually Jack is looking to make a move on Hatchet, looking to defend for his teammate, and he's through. It's now Red Bull 2-3, and Zolta still leads the way. But yeah, now Red Bull back into the P2 and P3. Unfortunately, there's no points handed out as it's pre-season. But that's so unfortunate. Oh, he's scraping the wall as well, so that's going to be extra damage to that front wing. And Webinson loses the position to Elliptic there.
There might have been contact with Prism there, with Retalia, as they were fighting very hard.
We'll have to look at the FIA notes for that one. That's for sure. If there's any incident, that'll definitely be being investigated by the race director. We've also got Stan helping out the race director, to be fair. So fair play to him. So we have a race director and an engineer. So if there was any incident, it definitely would have been spotted. That's for sure.
Yeah.
That's now Alu looking to make a move on Hatchet. He's basically pushing him through this final sector. So close into the bus stop chicane. Will there be any moves made? He's going to go down the inside. Yes, he is. Down the inside of the bus strips again. Hatchet managed to defend it nicely, though. The old mediums still holding up compared to the fresh hards. And this DRS train now massive as Rexy's on the back of Alu. Those fresh softs. He's going to have so much pace advantage compared to all of these other drivers. And he is. He makes the move there into turn 1. And he's going to be sighting up a move, I'm sure, into turn 4. As he's on these fresh softs compared to those two drivers on the old mediums. Flies through our Rouge. But it might not be close enough because Hatchet will have DRS. And Axel still has DRS off of Jack. So these teammates, there's probably potentially even team plays between these two drivers. Jack just not quite pushing as hard as he could to keep Axel within DRS and just drag his teammate along to help him defend from the Alfa Romeo and the Haas. And also the Alpine, to be fair. Can't count out the Alpine, although he is on those old... No, not the old, just these hard compound tyres. Which will take forever to switch on and truly rubber in to this Spa. To this Belgium Grand Prix. But yeah, Rexy the one with the massive tyre advantage compared to everyone else. Wheaty actually there, he's actually disconnected. So he's not even driving as he gets lapped. I believe, no, that's the first time he's been lapped. So now 3 drivers, actually is that the second time he's been lapped? Is he down 2 laps?
Second time, yeah.
Yeah, he's down 2 laps, but he's not even driving anymore. So fair enough. Luckily ghosting's enabled. Otherwise that would be very annoying. Rexy closing up to Hatchet. Can you make a move down into the bus stop chicane again? Can't quite do it, but he closes up so much time to the old medium tyre runner. Doesn't quite get good enough exit though. Hatchet's still maintaining the good exits compared to the soft tyre runner. Down the inside, no moves to be made. Jack's still chilling there in P2, trolling along his teammate, helping out Axel, and actually also helping out Hatchet as well, defend from this absolute flying Haas on these soft tyres. Yeah. Rexy,
I was going to say, Jack's really helping his teammate a lot.
he definitely is, yeah. Just about maintaining DRS are these two Red Bulls. As Rexy's looking to make a move. Hatchet actually making a move on Axel, despite the help from the teammates. Hatchet is making a move on Axel, and they're side by side. This is impressive driving, and Rexy nearly made contact. Nearly makes contact. He did make contact. Yeah, I'm on board with him. It didn't look like he did, but he's down the inside anyway. Despite the contact, he's making moves. Is he on those fresh softs compared to the old medium? Hatchet actually loses out of position. He tries to gain one. He loses one instead. That's got to be so unfortunate for the Alfa Romeo. Just struggling on them old mediums compared to the fresh softs, as expected, really. You wouldn't expect him to do... You wouldn't expect him to go like flying around the outside of a fresh soft tyre runner to defend his position. But now Axel is going to be the one defending for his teammate there, who's in P2. Because Rexy, he's going to be flying through Sector 3. Can he make a move as Elliptic there? Gets a 3-second time penalty. Once again in this race. And Rexy's actually already through on Axel. So Axel's going to have DRS. That's going to be interesting. As actually, Hatchet looking to make a move on Axel nearly there. And look how much time he has. And that's actually... Hatchet just punted Axel's rear end there. Luckily, it doesn't look like he has any front wing damage. But Axel either broke early or Hatchet just broke too late. And they just made a bit of contact there. Front wing, no front wing damage though, luckily. It's looking like for Hatchet. But he's lucky. That's for sure. As Rexy now, after making that move, he's now flying away from Axel. 8 tenths separating these two drivers. P3 and P4. But actually, Hatchet and Alu, they're the ones fighting now. They both have DRS, and Hatchet is down once again, another position. Alu must be using ARS because it's looking like he's going to try and make a move on Axel as well. Doesn't quite get the move done though. Can't quite get round the outside of turn 4. And even through turn 5 and turn 6, can't quite get anything done. Those hard tyres potentially starting to rubber in now. And starts to finally
Hatches
come to life.
totally goes wide. Luckily no one behind to snap that position.
But Prism making a move on elliptic there. Prism on fresh mediums. So he's recently pit. He's just chilling just at the bottom of the points playing positions. Elliptic also. So Elliptic's actually doing a last to first. We've got to remember, started last in this Grand Prix.
Yeah.
Into the points. So fair play to them. Doing a brilliant job. And Webberson, by the way, still hasn't pit in this Grand Prix. He's on 27 lap old mediums. Fair play.
That's interesting.
Yeah, Katana's on 21 lap old mediums. After her incident at the beginning of this race. But yeah, Webberson, 27 lap old mediums. Oh my days. How far will you go? He's got to pit soon for some softs.
Alu and Axel side by side.
Ooh, down into the bus stop chicane. Axel managed to hold the defense. But they're side by side. Who's going to have DRS? Axel's going to have the DRS, but Alu still gets a position anyway. Despite Axel having DRS, Axel not going to make any moves down the inside. He's on those old mediums. He's not going to have that much grip. Hatchet still chilling on the back of this train. And Rexy's also on the back of Jack. Rexy has caught up to Jack now. Is Rexy going to make any moves as they go through Radion and El Rouge up to turn 4. 4 tenths separating them. But Axel, he's closer to Alu than Rexy is to Jack. And now he's already making the move past Alu. So that move's already done. Can Rexy get the move down into turn 4? Can't quite do it. And Axel now leads away once again from Alu. Alu needs to get these moves done, to be fair, on them hard tyres. Because these guys are going to be holding up as much as they can before their next pit stop. That's for sure. If they are going to pit again. They probably will, to be fair. We have 25 laps left of this race. So that'll be... No, 15 laps left of this race, sorry. Not 25.
Yeah, I'm trying to see. Rexy might bring these softs to the end because we know Zolta has driven on them quite long.
He might try to.
I don't know though. He does have 9 seconds of time penalties. And they will drop off massively at the end.
They will. What he might do is try and split it evenly. Maybe pit around lap 35 potentially. And go onto some fresh softs.
That could be a very good call from him.
Yeah, that'd be good. That'd be a pretty decent strategy.
For now though, on those fresh tires, closing up to Jack, using some of his battery.
Yellow flag in sector 2.
Prism.
Yeah, is that Prism?
Fun.
That is unfortunate.
It is.
No safety car though. So Zolta's
He's
still chilling.
continuing.
12 seconds ahead of the rest of the whole field.
Very surprised that we haven't had a safety car yet, because this is it was put on standard, I think.
Great driving
Compared
from
to only
everyone,
DNS
to be
we've
fair.
had. Yeah.
As Hatchet's into the pits. Hatchet is into the pits. I believe potentially for a set of soft tyres. Yeah, for a set of soft tyres. Hatchet's come early. He's pulled the trigger. He's going 14 laps on his soft tyres. Definitely doable, as we've seen. And now his teammate goes through to P7. So now his teammate's the lead driver of
Rexy
that.
has no mercy for Jack.
Alfa Romeos. As
And also Alu and Jack, 2 overtakes happening. Oh, sorry, Alu and Axel, 2 overtakes happening on the same straight at the same moment.
And Prism's retired. Has Prism pulled into the pits? Yeah, Prism's pulled into the pits.
Yeah.
And has retired. He's had enough. He's had enough for spinning. And he is done. But people, to be fair, it's getting quite late. 20 to 9 here, GMT time.
Yeah, and for a lot of these people, even 1 hour or sometimes 2 hours later.
Yeah.
For example, Alu, because he lives in Finland.
Closing to midnight then for him. Well, 11 p.m.
11 p.m. almost midnight.
But
anyway.
yeah, close enough to be honest. With another 15 laps to go, it's going to be close to midnight. This guy's going to be driving out. Fair play to him. This man's running probably on lots of coffee, which, to be fair, if it was that late in the day, I would be as well.
Yeah.
Axel, he's still within DRS of Alu, and Jack's still within DRS of Rexy as well. I'm sure he's going to be happy with being dragged along by a softer tyre runner, that's for sure.
The Red Bulls are quite on the back foot here.
Yes,
I'd
they
say.
are. Being
Both
attacked.
struggling to keep in DRS.
Yes, Axel's almost out of DRS there, and he's into the pits. Axel's into the pits, probably for a set of soft tyres. He's responding to Hatchet. He's responding to Hatchets, who pit 1 lap earlier. Question is, who will come out on top? Because of their squabbling, it might be Hatchet, and Hatchet might undercut Axel here onto a set of soft tyres. Now we look to Hatchet. He's just coming along the start-finish straight. He has DRS from his
also
teammate.
gave him DRS,
Yeah, so that's going to help him out, that's for sure. As where's Axel? There he is. There's Axel. He's just coming out of the pits now. Are they going to be side by side out of the pits? No, he's not. Axel is just out of DRS range, actually, out of the pits. And I'm sure because they're going to be, they have to be in a VC because of this new race director role.
They are.
Yeah, they're going to be passing. Yep, here we go. As Enviable Scarf nicely lets Hatchet through. Not enviable at all in the car number 68. Respectfully lets Hatchet through there. Fair play to them. Jack's still within DRS of Rexy. So he's doing great. And Katana's into the pits as well. Katana's fighting to get back into these points playing positions. Just hasn't been able to recover after that early incident. And what lap 5 or so was it? Broke a bit of their front wing end plate. And ever since then, has been stuck in P13. And unfortunately for her, has 11 seconds to make up before she even gets to P11. Well, before she even catches to the back of Ritalia in P10.
And,
Jack's still within DRS.
While all that undercutting was going on between Scarf and Axel, just having a look around the track, there was a short yellow flag because Davido has had a little spin after turn 1.
Fair enough. Luckily,
but he didn't lose any positions.
Yeah. However, would have lost a lot of time. He needed to maintain that time really over Hatchet because he's going to the end and Hatchet is on those fresh softs also to the end. So now this is pretty much all for position. As Hatchet sets the fastest lap of the race at 1:45.0, faster than quite a few people's qualifying times. As an enviable Scarf defending from Axel.
Under braking, it looked like, which wasn't really clean from him.
That could be being looked at by the FIA, by the race directors. Yeah. And Axel looking to make a move through El Rouge. Not quite. Now through Radion. Also not quite. But he will have DRS. Enviable Scarf defending hard for his teammate. And he's done a great job actually. He's defending, like he's gained 2 seconds. And he's still looking to go defend around the outside a little bit. Can't quite manage it. But he's done a great job for his teammate. Getting a little bit out of shape as well there. He's done a great job for his teammate though. 1.5 seconds now separating Hatchet and Axel. All what Hatchet needs to do is maintain that gap. But looking at the penalties, Axel has 9 seconds of penalties here. So it doesn't really matter unless he pulls 6 seconds ahead of Hatchet. All of this battling kind of for nothing really. Alu is looking pretty decent there. Because Jack and Rexy both have lots of time penalties. So if Alu maintains maintains having no penalties and stays within 6 seconds of Jack, that's going to be brilliant for him. And yeah, pretty much everyone is going to the end now. Yeah, I believe everyone in this race, except maybe... Oh no, I say that, and Rexy's into the pits.
Yeah, I think Scarf will also pit soon, and Tick.
Yeah, that's for sure. I was just looking, and maybe... I don't think Davido will pit anytime soon either. Rexy finally into the pits, and Alu onto the podium position now. Technically in provisional P2, due to those time penalties for Jack. But only a second separating him and P2 and P3 as Axel sets the fastest lap. But he goes even faster than Hatchet. And there's Rexy. He comes out ahead of Hatchet and Axel. So he's done great in that Haas. And he's right on the back of Davido. Only 7/10 separated him. Is he going to immediately go for a move? Because he's on brand new softs. Just like Hatchet and Axel. But Hatchet and Axel both don't have DRS. So they're...
Battery's not surviving this.
Oh, as he's going down the inside, he's looking to make the move straight away on David, and he does. He gets the move done, and he's going to definitely look to make as much time as he can away from these two, Hatchet and Axel.
Rexy definitely has no time for nonsense there.
Yeah, that's for sure. As Katana sits the fastest lap of the race, takes it away from anyone in the points paying positions. Even though there's no points because it's pre-season. Just a bit of fun.
I'm looking at Rexy driving, but he's having a lot of slidings into corners, but for some reason he is fast while doing it.
He's pushing hard, man. He's on the limit of that car. And Hatchet now is right on the back of David. Can he make a move? Runs very wide through that corner. Taking a warning there to try and get as close to Davido as possible. Hatchet, can he make the move into the bus stop chicane? He's using ERS. And he's looking to actually make the move before the bus stop chicane. They're side by side. Nicely held there from both drivers into the braking zone. Davido's already behind. And he backs out of that. Doesn't try to defend it. He's going to just take the DRS. And also try and defend as much as he can from Axel. Because they're all going to the end of the race now. Everyone, I believe everyone pretty much is going to the end of the race. Except Enviable Scarf because they're into the pits now.
Yeah.
14 laps on those soft tyres. Not a bad stint. To be fair. But now,
I
Axel.
expect this to be boring, but no time to
No.
breathe.
No, it's been constant, man. There hasn't been a single breathing point. As Axel now, he's looking to make a move on David. They both have DRS, so David will be able to fight this back a little bit. And they're side by side into turn 4. Axel has his ERS light flashing, so he's low on the ERS. And he does get the move done. But Hatchet now is 2.4 seconds up the road. Davido doing an absolute solid for Hatchet. And also for Rexy as well, because... actually, no, I take that back. Hatchet is 2.4 seconds off of Rexy. Axel is only half a second off of Hatchet. As Elliptic and the Enviable Scarf are fighting. They're both on brand new fresh softs. So yellow flag in Sector 3. As it's Noxie going slow on the hard tyres. Must have had a spin. Or something. Yeah, because he keeps going. But must have had a spin there, unfortunately, for the Alpine.
Yeah, Katana did a clean overtake on Weblison on the DRS straight there.
That's lovely. Now only 5 seconds separating her and 1 point. Actually 2 points because she has the fastest lap. So it'll be 2 points. Even though no points. No points being paid. Because it's pre-season. I've said that like 4 times, but I need to keep reminding myself that it doesn't really matter very much.
It's all for the honor.
Yeah, but Katana has a 3-second time penalty, so if she does catch up to Ritalia, she'll need to pull 3 seconds or pray that Ritalia gets a 3-second time penalty. Otherwise, the move will be futile and doesn't really matter too much. And Alu's out of 6 seconds away from Jack, so Jack is now in P2, confirmed for now. All Alu needs to do though is just keep going on those hard tyres. So eventually, they will become better tyres than those mediums. More towards the end of the race, but needs to lose as little time as possible right now. And stay within close. Axel right on the back of Hatchet. These two have been battling the whole race. They haven't stopped as there's 9 laps left to go of this race. Axel chilling in P6. Can he make a move on Hatchet? No, he can't. In Sector 2. Possibly the hardest place to overtake, really. And he probably won't overtake. He is on 1 lap fresher softs as well. You got to remember this. So that he will have slightly less tyre wear. So will be slightly faster because of that as well. There's a yellow flag and it's an Alfa Romeo and his Enviable Scarf. He's spinning. And he nearly spins again on that curb. And he's actually got front wing damage. The front left end plate is gone on that Alfa Romeo. So he has to make an unscheduled pit stop. So all that talk about Katana maybe or may not be getting points in this.
Ooh.
In points that don't even matter. Doesn't even matter anyway. It's a yellow flag in Sector 3 as well. And that's
Noxie.
yeah, Noxie once again, who's coming into the pits and is out. What was that driving? That
He's
and his virtual safety car. Oh, and he's reset the track. And what the hell was that?
Virtual safety car.
Virtual safety car because he blocked the pit lane. That'll be because of debris in the pit lane. The virtual safety car. Luckily for Zolta there, and not a full one. And unfortunately for Rexy especially. If that was a full safety car, Rexy would have been in for a shout, excluding the penalties. Could have had an epic end to this race.
This is the first full course yellow we've had all race.
Yeah, that's so impressive.
Quite impressive.
For all of these drivers, I'm very impressed. It helps. Who was it that had damage? Does it help Enviable? It helps Enviable Scarf. Yeah, it helps him out a little bit because Andiris is back enabled because Katana was forced to stay behind. And Katana immediately makes the move. Doesn't waste any time. Straight round the outside at the bus stop chicane. Brilliant move on Scarf there. 2.3 seconds now separating from Medalia. Once again, she's back to chasing down people in front. As we're into the pits. And
actually rejoined the session, which means he was out for a little while.
Rexy was... Oh, that's it. Yeah, he is. He's still ghosted. So he's not quite got back into his seat. But that'll be why he hasn't been gaining time on Alu. as such, and Hatchet has gained a little bit of time on him, and he's still ghosted there. So is he back or is he not? Who knows?
He'll be back in a couple of seconds, I assume.
Yeah, he might be
Actually,
glitched.
yeah, he's back now, but
Oh yeah, there we go. He's back. And the intervals,
up a bit.
the intervals for me have glitched, so I can't see any intervals.
Same for me.
So Rexy rejoining has
I think the
glitched the
closest
intervals, and Noxie's DNF'd.
He crashed on track.
Crashed in sector 3. So we look to Davido. He's about to come past Noxie where he crashed. As Jack 8 seconds off of like Zolta, and Alu 8 seconds off of Jack. There he is. There's no safety car, as he was at a marshal's post, I think, luckily.
And also, left cars just don't generate safety cars in this game.
Oh, that's weird. Fair enough, though.
Yeah, unfortunate in my opinion.
Yeah.
Would have made it even more exciting, but yeah, closest battle now. Hatchet and Axel for P5. Oh,
that's
was on my screen.
Yeah, that was a bit of a weird glitch. I think that was. I don't know what just happened, but Axel P6. I don't know if I'm tripping, but he's going down the inside at turn 4. Hatchet fights back though, round the outside. A little bit of contact made actually for Axel's front wing. Hopefully he hasn't got any damage there. But yeah, actually people are starting to lag all over my screen for me. That's not great. Hopefully they're not lagging for them either, as well. Hopefully it's just me that's lagging, and not them.
It seems to be okay on my screen, so.
Okay, that's good.
Axel gets another penalty.
That's unfortunate, man. The P5 slipping away.
He's already on 12 seconds by the game, and an additional 5 for that braking incident.
That is so.
He could not lose a position as of now because of the big gap behind, but he's definitely not going to gain any as well.
Yeah, man. Zolta, 8 seconds ahead of Jack. He's been dominating this race, absolutely dominating. There hasn't been
unreal.
Yeah,
pace.
unreal, absolutely unreal. Alu also doing a great job there in P3. Rexy closing in though, because he did have a stint of being disconnected, whatever happened. Closing in on the hard tire runner, but we only have what, basically 6 racing laps left pretty much. As Ritalia there, it's a 3-second time penalty. That's unfortunate for them. Jack not gaining any time on Zolta despite being on the fresher mediums. By 8 seconds in 6 laps. I don't think that's going to happen either way, really. As Axel's right on the back of Hatchet. These two have been fighting all race. Absolutely endless. Brilliant action. Absolutely come through so clutch for action in this stream. I can't lie. These two. And now they're once again side by side down this straight. For what seems to be the millionth time. And Axel passes Hatchet into turn 4. Brilliant driving from both of them. Who will come out on top though? Looking, just because of the penalties, it looks like Hatchet probably will, unless he makes a big mistake. And Mr. Wheezy only just passes Noxel, but I think Mr. Wheezy's still not here. Disconnected a long time ago, and has maintained disconnected since. Yeah.
Also lapped a couple of times already. 3 times it looks like.
Vitaly is right on the back of Katana, actually. They're now fighting. Actually, is Katana disconnected? No, he's not. But Katana loses a position despite being on those fresher, soft tyres. Interesting. Maybe struggling a little bit. For tyre attempts, maybe? Who knows? Struggling, but actually not struggling at all. Round the outside of turn, what, 7? That would have been an amazing move if he pulled that off. Through No Name. Running a little bit wide on the entry and exit there. A little bit slow. And there's a yellow flag. Actually, that's our Rouge. What's happened here? And we look to the like Zolta. Where is this Alfa Romeo? It's a virtual safety car. We're so lucky to not have a full safety car. How? Unlucky, more like, for us, because we need that action.
Interesting, because I saw that on board. He just went off, lost the wheel, and is stranded on the track.
Yeah, that's a dangerous position to be stranded as well. How is that only virtual? Full course yellows once again, though, in this race. And Hatchet and Davido both into the pits. They're both using this opportunity. Why is Hatchet coming to the pits? He was fighting Axel. And he had the position because of the time penalties. Why? Now he's second.
Maybe he thought it was a real full course safety car.
Maybe he
gets
did.
a drive through.
Oh no, it's all gone wrong. I've commentated, jinxed him so hard. I said all he needs to do was not make a big mistake. He makes a strategy blunder and gets a drive-through penalty. That's so unfortunate.
I guess Axel is gonna gain a position after all.
Yeah, it doesn't even matter. 16 seconds. Separate him and Hatchet.
And a drive-through.
Yeah, and a drive-through. So it's gonna be more than that. So Hatchet, unfortunately, gonna lose so much time. It's Katana now. The only on-track battle. There's a yellow flag there as Hatchet retires. Hatchet. Oh my days. Yellow flag set to 2. Did Hatchet crash? Oh, out of frustration, I'm sure. But Katana down the inside at turn 4. Britalia runs a little bit wide. Can Katana get the switch back? No, Britalia defends beautifully there in turn 5. And Katana, once again, can't quite make the move. Looks to go down the inside, feints the inside, goes back to the racing line. Britalia runs a little bit wide. Can Katana get down the inside? Yes, she can. And they're side by side now through No Name. This is great battling here. And Katana runs so wide there. Doesn't quite hit the wall, but Britalia gets that position back. Great fighting at the end of this race. Webberson, 3 seconds off, isn't quite going to get catch up to them. If they keep squabbling, though, we might have a 3-way battle here for P8 eventually. But Katana now. Suddenly, we're back in the action completely. After a bit of a lackluster race, really. Bit of a nothing race. Just kind of chilling. Just trying to catch back up to everyone. Has finally caught up to someone. And is battling them for P8 now. Down sector 3. Down towards the DRS detection point. Just chilling on the back of the McLaren. Aston Martin versus McLaren. Will we see this in real life, maybe? Who knows? But through the bus-up chicane, Britalia runs a little bit deep on the switchback. Katana can't quite get it. Gets a little bit of a better exit. Has DRS, but Britalia uses a bit of DRS there, I'm sure. And maintains a position into turn 1. But Katana will have DRS. All he needs to use now is a good exit to maintain a close gap up El Rouge and Radion. They do maintain a close gap. Only 3/10 separating them. Britalia using some DRS. Has plenty of it, to be fair. 4/10 separating them. DRS is about to be opened on the Aston Martin, though. And there it is, open. As they fly through now, down towards turn 4. Can Katana close up enough? Britalia, neither of them using any DRS. They're both saving it for that. Maybe those last 2 laps of the battle, as there's only 4 racing laps left of this Grand Prix. Well, 3.5. As they're now Zolta going on to lap 41. But these guys, they're nearly like, they're basically 2/3 of a lap down on Zolta. That's how dominant Zolta has been this whole race. As Rexy's on the back of Alu now, as well. But just about. Actually, yeah, we're going to switch to this because they're flying down the DRS straights. Can Rexy make the move on Alu?
Caught up a couple tenths in the last sector.
Old hars compared to fresher softs. What can Rexy do through El Rouge and Radion? He's basically pushing the Alpine through that corner. Literally pushing him. And now DRS is open. Should be an easy move. There you go. Round the outside on the straight. Nicely done. Nicely through. We switch back to Katana versus Retalia. Once again, they're through Sector 3. And Davido sets the fastest lap on 1:43.8. Literally faster than so many people's qualifying laps. Katana sweeping about on the straight there. Trying to make the move. Goes for the switchback once again. Runs really wide. What the hell was that? Loses so much time. Nearly out of DRS. Actually is out of DRS. Oh dear. That was a really big mess up for Katana. Brake failure or something. I don't know what happened. But lost so much time in the process. But luckily, DRS and ERS plentiful there. And is back within 5/10 of Retalia. Can Katana get close enough to make a move into turn 4? Will Retalia maintain the P8? It's looking like they might. But DRS and ERS usage for Katana. But ERS usage for both of them, actually. But Katana closing up so much. Down into turn 4. She goes for the move. Down the inside. Purple sector 1 to add to that. And she goes through. And against Outlaw Sim. And she spins it. She spins it. And that's so unfortunate. The battle is over. And just overcooks it. Those softs must be screaming out for help. And now Webberson is actually closing up to Katana as well. So now through turn 6. Katana's slow, but luckily for Webberson, Webberson runs wide and won't get into DRS or anything. But that's so unfortunate. Just gets the move done. And immediately spins. So maintains that P9.
Counting down the laps now, 3 to go. What can still happen?
Not much, I
If
don't
Alan
think.
wants to keep the podium position, he only has to stay in 9 seconds of Rexy and not get a penalty himself.
Just has
Which
to
I
maintain
think
that,
is
yeah.
doable. He's losing a second a lap approximately.
Axel says the fastest lap because he pit with fresh softs. So he's just chilling, yeah. Purple in all sectors, pretty much. Davido, though. Davido versus Ecliptic here. Let's see what... This could be an interesting battle. Ecliptic on older softs. So we look to the... Let's have a look at the penalties people have got. Both on 6 seconds of penalty. So this is for position. This is for position completely. No penalty shenanigans. This is all for the 0 points that are up for offer on this race. As Davido has DRS and ERS. Goes round the outside. Easy as you like. Down the DRS straight. I wonder how many moves has been made in total on that straight. Loads, surely. As now, that's pretty much the only on-track battle that's going on right now. After Katana had that unfortunate spin. Elliptic
Oh,
there.
and actually, they will both overtake Axel if they keep this gap. I didn't even realize.
Oh, they will, yeah.
Axel's
Axel's
lost a lot of time.
He did, yeah, because he pit. He pit for fresh softs. Maybe not thinking about that. But yeah, David pulled over a second on Elliptic already. But can we just appreciate Elliptic right now? If we look to the positions, he gained 11 positions in this race. Very impressive. Rexy also has gained 9 positions, to be fair to him. So some great driving from all of these drivers. Only Axel and Katana and Wheezy, who are still driving, have actually lost positions. Everyone else who's DNF'd, of course, have lost positions. Actually, Enviable didn't lose any positions, even though he's DNF'd. So fair play. There's a lap car there. We'll give it.
That's what they call a win at Alfa
yeah.
Romeo.
Yeah, that's all they've got really. As Elliptic will get DRS there off of the lap car to try and pull him closer to Davido, but Davido sets the fastest lap of the race. Just because he can on those soft tyres. DRS definitely helping with that lap as well. And now 43, we're on lap 43 or 44. Nearly onto the final lap of the race. Zolta dominating this from start to finish pretty much. Only lost the lead on lap 1. Regained it a few laps later. And ever since then has just led this race the whole way. After an incredible 20 lap stint on them soft tyres. And also a pretty impressive 24 lap stint on these mediums. It's going to be 26 by the end of this. Jack also on 19 lap old mediums, to be fair. He's doing great. And Alu there lapping the Williams. Oh no, the Merc actually. Sorry.
And Zolta is now about to start on his final lap. We've had 43 laps of pure action. And
It
now
has
it's
been.
one more to bring it home for Light Zolta.
Huge
Still
lock up
in
into
front
turn 1.
of Jack. Yeah, just a casual lock up.
Yeah, shows how much he's struggling for traction though. On those 20 lap old mediums. But yeah, Rexy I think has impressed me the most in this race. Great strategy, honestly. Up 9 positions. Fortunately for him, the penalties will lose him that podium. And will regain the podium for Alu. But he's impressed me. He's done really well this race. Along with Elliptic as well. Elliptic's done great. Katana is back on the back of Vitalia, actually. We could see a last lap battle between these two for P8. Let's have a look at the penalties. Does it even matter? It does, both 3 seconds. So this is for position here. This is absolutely for position. There's a yellow flag for Sappy. Won't be a last lap VSC, luckily. But a yellow flag in 2 sectors, just about. Vexy gets another 3 seconds, so that's definitely that P3 lost. But here we go now. Katana on the final lap. We're on to lap 44 for these two. I mean, like Zolta's in the final sector of the last lap. So he's about to win the Grand Prix. But we're on board with Katana. His teammate. Can Katana make a move? It's through Radion. Up through El Rouge. Can they get close enough? ERS active for both of these drivers. DRS open for Katana. Can she get down the inside of turn 4? Will she make the same move? But will she make the same mistake as she goes down the inside? Can Ratalia defend the move? They're side by side through this sweeping left. and sweeping right as Light Zolta wins the preseason race. Natalia manages to defend a position. Will Katana go down the inside of turn 6? Yes, she will. What a dive bomb. And she maintains her position as well. What a last lap move. I am so impressed. On those older softs as well. Older softs versus older mediums, to be fair. Katana maintains the lead over him, and Zolta wins the race. Jack gets P2, Alu gets P3 after the penalties. Rexy P4, great race from him. Axel about to come across the line now in P5. Unfortunately, going to lose. Lose a lot of positions. Yeah.
Down to P7.
Oh, that's so unfortunate
for the driver from Sweden.
There you go. There's the Red Bull across the line. Davido now across the line as well. There's the checkered flag being waved, and Elliptic there across the line. Great race from him. Brilliant driving in P7. Actually, Axel maintains a position. But here's Katana now.
He still has
oh yeah, 5-second penalty. Yeah, of course. So will lose those 2 positions. But here's Katana now. After that incident right at the beginning of the race, has fought back and is out here coming across the line in P8 through the final bus stop chicane. Natalia runs deep there. I don't know whether he tries to make a last ditch dive bomb or what. But here comes Katana now. P8. Natalia P9. Webberson P10. Sappy, the last one racing. As Manan and Weezy have both been lapped. Here's Sapini now in the Ferrari. Great for them not giving up, to be fair. Driving the whole race. I respect that.
So, obviously, stunning race by the Dutch driver in P1.
Yeah, stunning race by all of these drivers. Fair play to everyone. Even the ones that DNF'd as well. Fair play. Not one safety car. I am so impressed. Thank you, everyone, for coming and watching. Thank you to all the viewers that stuck through the whole race. Stuck with us.
There were some very entertaining battles, definitely.
Oh, that was
brilliant.
brilliant.
Look at the podium now. Yeah.
There's your podium.
Great race from, I'd say, almost everyone.
Yeah, pretty much everyone. I can't talk down on anyone's performance there. Absolute class. Absolute class. There you go. You got Aston Martin takes it home in P1 of Light Zolta, Jack in P2, and Alu in P3. And there you go. Davido gets a fast lap of the Grand Prix. Mr. Wheezy lapped 3 times, but wasn't really driving. Well, that is it for your pre-season race here of VRL Racing League. 100% race at Spa is completed. Thank you, everyone, for tuning in. Thank you very much, Tommy, for sticking with me in the commentary booth. Much appreciated, lad. It's been a blast. I've thoroughly enjoyed it, lad. Thank you very much. Thank you to everyone who's driving. Thank you, everyone, for tuning in. Just thank you. That was so good. And we'll see you next week for the race. Is it tier 2 first or just tier 1 race first?
Tier 2 will be first on Saturday, then tier 1 will follow on Sunday.
Love that. So tune in next week for tier 2 on Saturday, racing in Brazil. I'll be racing, actually. So come support me. Thanks. Thank you, everyone, for watching. And we'll see you all in a bit. Take care.
See ya.
See you next week.